well, the new Caitlin Clark Nike's signature logo has been released along with a video unveiling said logo.
It was really unique, I think it's very creative for Caitlin Clark to come up with something like this. And I just enjoy, all of it. It's like aura.
We love it! It's simple, yet it speaks a lot.
I love it so much.
Wall Street is going crazy over a new logo that Nike unveiled.
We're live on WNIK, and as usual, we're talking about Caitlin Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are currently experiencing a financial earthquake rather than just a logo reveal. The world of sneakers, Nike debuted Caitlin Clark's trademark design on August 25, 2025, and minutes later, the entire sports goods market was completely upended, and I'm talking literally minutes.
Nike better plaster Caitlin Clark's logo across America and across the world. They nailed it on the design. Stick the landing on the rollout and the merchandise.
You won't believe the stats we're going to show you these days. It's more than simply basketball. Nike executives are celebrating a cultural phenomenon by blowing champagne bottles while there. Rivals are rushing to catch up.
I'm a big fan of it. Simplicity is the best. I like the design. Nike always does great with design, so I'm a huge fan of the logo.
It looks really cool. I was really excited to see it last night, and it looks like we're going to get shirts with it on it, so that's pretty exciting too.
I like it. I like how it incorporates the CC.
I love it. Double C's. Let's go, Caleb.
Imagine two C's that are interlocking. Easy, incorrect. In sports marketing, the two Cs have recently emerged as the most valuable letters. The past, Nike designed a money printing machine in addition to a logo. The worst part is that Nike claims that a third, smaller C, concealed beneath those bigger C's, symbolizes the foundation of Clark's game. From the inside out. In America, cash registers are singing because of its design, which is poetry. Let me give you some numbers now. Your head will spin from it. You recall when Nike released Clark's Indiana and those Kobe 5 Protros? Back in July, Fever colors, in a matter of minutes, they were sold out, not minutes, not days, not hours, the price at retail, $190. But you know what came next? These sneakers immediately began to sell for more than $350, with some pairs reaching $642. The markup is 237%. I'm not kidding when I say that one eBay seller sold a pair for more than $600. That is over 3 times the retail cost.
When you have made upwards of over $100,000 off Caitlin Clark in a year, bro, you have made $100,000+ off Caitlin.
But hold on. Things become more bizarre. A Sports Business Journal reports that WNBA product sales through Fanatics have increased by 500%. In contrast to the previous year, 500%, and clothing tailored to individual players, that is a 1,000% increase. Allow me to reiterate that for those in the rear, 1,000%. Clark's jersey has become a cultural statement in addition to being the best-selling WNBA jersey. The Indiana Fever went from being just another team to having the hottest merchandise in professional sports. Venues were forced to move games since every single Fever game on StubHub became the most sought-after ticket, to bigger arenas in order to manage the masses.
About 3 days ago, people still talking about it. Caitlin Clark had the second highest jersey sales of any basketball player to end 2024, trailing only Steph Curry.
This is where things start to get pretty crazy. Nike releases the first official Caitlin Clark logo t-shirt on that historic date. Yellow and navy. Straightforward design. Cost $35 to $40. It makes sense, doesn't it? Here is a screenshot and my forecast. This tickets for Taylor Swift's show will sell out more quickly than these shirts. At Gainbridge Fieldhouse, every fan received a unique Caitlin Was Here t-shirt featuring her new logo for the Fever's game versus Seattle. These days, these are more than just t-shirts. They are collectibles, they are financial commitments. These game day exclusives are already being attempted to be purchased by hundreds of dollars on the internet.
Type of player who, just because you're on her team, people are going to buy your jerseys more. I think she's helped collectively every player on the Fever.
Let's now discuss the implications for Nike's financial performance. People, Nike's stock has been having trouble. trading at about $78 in August 2025, a decrease from its peak price of $168 in 2021. The CEO was fired, analysts were concerned. However, and this is a major but, all of the experts are saying the same thing, Nike might use Caitlin Clark. Redemption. Barstool Sports' Dave Portnoy summed it up well. He stated that he had faith in Nike's stock as long as the brand includes Caitlin. Fans are actually bombarding Nike's social media pages with requests to simply post the Caitlin Clark shoe. Nike, in the box. It's not that difficult, there is an extraordinary demand. Let's take a moment to go back. Clark signed an 8-year contract with Nike. $28 million agreement in 2024. It was reportedly the largest sponsorship deal for a women's sport at the time. Player in basketball history, Under Armour proposed $16 million, and Puma withdrew when the bidding began at $3 million annually. Adidas offered $6 million over a 4-year period, but Nike made a huge investment, and it paid off. That $28 million appears to be the best deal of the century at the moment. In order to contextualize this, Michael Jordan's initial Nike contract, awarded $2.5 million over 5 years in 1984. That is currently equivalent to almost $7.5 million after accounting for inflation. Clark's contract is almost 4 times that sum. And she's already shown her value. As Nike counts the money, the competition is in a state of panic. In September 2025, Angel Reese's Angel Reese 1 will be released after she signed with Reebok. In May, Asia Wilson's Nike A1 sneakers sold out in less than 5 minutes. Sabrina Ionescu has a line of her own. The problem is that none of them are selling goods like Clark. Clark's appeal isn't limited to basketball brilliance. Despite being the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year and the NCAA's all-time top scorer, it has to do with cultural influence. Time magazine named her the 2024 Athlete of the Year. She has gone beyond athletics.
Now, she signed an 8-year, $28 million deal. We was looking for that information in 2024. So, yeah, her shoe is going to drop next year.
But so why you give a motherfucking logo without a shoe?
Now, Sabrina been going crazy.
The response on social media has been crazy. Hours after the Caitlin Clark logo was unveiled, the hashtag, popular all throughout the world, the emblem is already being inked on the bodies of fans. Custom designs are being made by artists. In just the first day, millions of people watched the Nike logo reveal video on social media. Here's the humorous part, though. The design isn't to everyone's taste. It was deemed too easy and unimpressive by some fans. What do you know? That's precisely what folks stated. Regarding the initial release of the Nike swoosh, people, simple cells, the CS that interlock are going to be present everywhere. This is the shocking part that has everyone on the edge of their chairs. Clark's iconic shoe doesn't decline through 2026. Yes, the major event is still more than a year away. Industry insiders are forecasting this will be the largest ever introduction of women's trademark shoes. Some claim that Nike is purposefully creating scarcity, generating excitement, and making consumers need these goods. It's brilliant marketing. It goes beyond commerce, too. The impact Clark has on viewership is astounding. She will return from her injury in June 14, 2025, was the third most watched WNBA game on ABC history, drawing 2.2 million people. At its peak, the game had 2.8 million viewers, up 76% from the average for the previous season. Last year's WNBA regular season was the highest watched in 24 years. Season and the largest turnout in 22 years, and Clark's ailments have caused him to lose a lot of time. In 2025. When she is completely well, just think about what will happen. Since this is basically about money, let's talk about it. The upcoming quarterly earnings reports from Nike will be significantly different, according to analysts. Clark merchandise alone may boost Nike's earnings by hundreds of millions, according to certain Wall Street professionals. Over the course of her contract, Clark may be worth more than $1 billion to Nike. Recall that Nike has been dealing with an North American sales fell by 11%, while sales in China fell by 21%. However, Clark is a global. Her appeal transcends all demographics that Nike has been frantically attempting to achieve: young women, General Z, casual sports fans who never watched basketball before. This goes beyond a single athlete or business. This relates to a profound change in sports marketing. For many years, it was believed that women's sports couldn't increase viewership or sell merchandise, couldn't make a financial difference. That story was completely destroyed by Caitlin Clark. Fragments. She has demonstrated that women's sports can be just as successful with the correct athlete, marketing, and timing. Profitable compared to men's sports, if not more so. People, this is a turning point. This is the writing of history. In the moment, another date to mark on your calendar is October 1st, 2025. At that point, the complete Caitlin Clark Drops of the trademark clothing line. We are discussing hoodies, shorts, pants, and what Nike refers to as premium items. For adults, interpretation, prepare to see Caitlin Clark clothing everywhere, from boardrooms to basketball fields. From coffee shops to college campuses. It's already being called by fashion gurus, the CC logo will soon become the subsequent status sign. It is now a lifestyle brand rather than just sporting. In essence, Nike built the superior basketball goods. A perfect storm of circumstances is what we are seeing. You have a captivating player who smashes records as if they were glass. Women's basketball is one sport that has been waiting to take off. Everything is being amplified to previously unheard of proportions by social media. Additionally, you have Nike putting all of their resources into their newest superstar in a frantic attempt to win. It's similar to watching Michael Jordan in 1984, Serena Williams in 1999, or Tiger Woods in 1996. We are witnessing the emergence of a commercial and athletic figure in real time. Imagine being Under Armour or Adidas right now. You had the opportunity to sign Clark. $16 million was promised by Under Armour. They believed they were giving. They are currently witnessing Nike transform Clark into a machine that makes money. While they are confined to the sidelines. It's likely that the CEOs who rejected Clark are revising their resume. At this moment, business schools will teach this as one of the most significant lost opportunities.